It was 2 years before today. Something very bad happened that day, and I must talk about it now. I need to tell you what happened to that little girl. My name is Mrs. Thompson, and I live in a small town. 2 years ago, a young girl named Emily went missing. Emily was a sweet child, with long brown hair and bright eyes. Everyone in the neighborhood loved her. She was always smiling and playing outside with her friends. One day I was sitting by my window, as I often do, watching the children play. I saw Emily talking to a man I had never seen before. He was tall and wore a black coat. At first I thought he might be a relative, but something about him made me uneasy. Emily didn't seem scared, but I kept watching them. The man took Emily's hand and led her away. I watched them walk down the street until they were out of sight. I thought about telling someone, but I hesitated. I didn't want to cause a fuss if it was nothing. That evening, Emily didn't come home. Her parents were frantic. They called the police and searched everywhere. The whole neighborhood came together to look for her, but she was nowhere to be found. That night, I received a message. It was from the man who took Emily. He said if I told anyone what I had seen, he would kill me. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. The fear consumed me. So I stayed silent. I didn't tell the police what I had seen. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Emily's parents were heartbroken. The whole neighborhood was in mourning. I carried the weight of my silence with me every day. I felt guilty, but I was too scared to speak up. 2 years passed, and then the unthinkable happened. My own daughter, Lily, went missing. Lily was only 6 years old, with short curly hair and a sweet smile. She loved to play with her dolls and was the light of my life. That day, she was playing outside, just like Emily had been. When I went to call her in for dinner, she was gone. My heart stopped. I searched everywhere, calling her name, but there was no sign of her. I was filled with dread and panic. I knew what had happened. At the place where Lily had been playing, I found a red kerchief. It was the same as the one left when Emily went missing. My worst fears were confirmed. The same person who took Emily had taken my Lily. I knew I couldn't stay silent any longer. I went to the police station, my heart heavy with regret and fear. With trembling hands and a voice choked with emotion, I told the officers everything. I told them about the man I had seen with Emily, the threat he had made, and about the red kerchief. The police listened carefully and began their investigation. I sat in the interrogation room, tears streaming down my face. The burden of my silence had weighed on me for 2 long years, and now it was almost unbearable. As I cried, I whispered, if only I had spoken up that day, my child would still be with me. The police reassured me that I had done the right thing by coming forward. They promised to do everything in their power to find Lily and bring her home. But the guilt and regret remained. Staying silent in the face of wrongdoing can have direct consequences. Courage in speaking the truth can prevent future tragedies and protect those we love. If I had spoken up that day, Emily might have been saved, and my Lily would still be with me. We must always find the strength to speak out, no matter how scared we are, to protect those who cannot protect themselves. And that ends up today's story. If you loved it and want to dive into more fantastic tales, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. That way you'll be the first to know when a new story drops. Stay tuned and see you in the next story. Thank you.